Welcome to my ranking of the Coldplay albums, the top 10, my personal rankings, so don't take this to heart. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with number 10. Hello and welcome to my video. I'm going to be going through the top 10 Coldplay albums in my opinion, so please do not get upset if you don't agree with what I have to say. These are my own personal opinions. So we're starting off with this album, Ghost Stories. An okay album, has one redeeming feature, as you may be able to hear in the background. I put a karaoke version of each best track on the Coldplay albums, and this would be Star Full of Sky. Apart from that, it's an okay album and has that one redeeming feature. I have a first pressing. True Love is another good song on there, but It's Star Full of Sky is the only really decent track on this album. Okay then, on to the next one. Okay, at number 9 it is Moon Music. Yes, a lot of people may have expected me to put this up a lot higher up on the list as it currently is. I think it's a little bit of a cash grab. It's a very short album. I think it's less than 40 minutes. You do get some nice extras with this album, so you do get a pair of moon glasses, which you would have had at a concert. You get a nice booklet as well. That's a nice extra. You don't get all these booklets with the each album. And a couple of good tracks on here. The obvious one is We Pray, Feels Like I'm Falling in Love, and All My Love. Excellent video featuring Dick Van Dyke. I have a first edition as well, quite a high number, and mine is a pink vinyl edition, like this. You have got a couple of picture disc variants of this as well. Anyway, let's on to number 8. Okay, so number 8, a lot of people expected this album to be at number 10, but I think it's an unsung hero of Coldplay. It's Everyday Life. An album I think a lot of people criticise for actually having the time to actually listen to it. Again, you do get a nice book with this, something you're not going to get with all the albums. A nice size book. No real hit singles on this, so there wouldn't really be much to visit from this album. You would think, well, it's a rubbish album, but actually it's not a bad album at all. It's a double album as well. It doesn't come in the gatefold sleeve, and again I think this could be a first pressing, but couldn't be certain. But personally I think this album is underrated. Very nice album. That's all I have to say. On to the next one. Okay, the next one in the list, again, a lot of people would have placed this a lot higher, probably in the top 4, 5. Placed it here because there are much better albums like Coldplay, and this is Music of the Spears. Now, for the youngsters are probably going to like this album and place it about number 1 and number 2. You get a nice, you do get a nice booklet. In fact, you get 2 booklets here, like this, and you get the album. I've got an early version, probably not first pressing, but probably quite early. And the hits on here are the Higher Power, My Universe, which you can hear in the background if YouTube haven't blocked that. Beautiful, and a very good album. but much better albums to come. That's why I placed it at, is it number 7 or 6 now? Anyway, on to the next one. Right, so next one on the list is Viva La Reina, Death to All His Friends. A very good album, got some fantastic hits on this. You can hear in the background, and we're starting to get into what I would say the better album. Obviously the title track in the background, you've got Lost, Life in Technicolor. Yeah, there are 2 variants of this album again, and there is a mini album as well to follow up on this album. It's a great album. This is a modern repress I bought from the pop-up shop in King's Cross, and again you'll get basically this book here is basically a big version of what you would get in the CD. Yeah, on to the next one. Okay, so we're about halfway through here, and we are going to go with this beauty, which is A Head Full of Dreams. Yeah, it's got some really nice tracks. My wife's favourite track playing in the background, which is In For The Weekend. Don't think you realise this, it's about getting drunk. Again, it's a modern repress. I bought this again from the Coldplay pop-up shop in King Cross. You get a nice poster with the lyrics as well. Very good album. And what have we got on here? You've obviously got the In For The Weekend and Adventures of a Lifetime, Kaleidoscopes, and we have got a bonus thing here, which is an EP that was related to this called Kaleidoscopes. This has got one track that you cannot get on the any album, which is A Day Like This. That was actually a Chainsmokers track. Coldplay do feature this in their concerts. It was heavily featured in the shop as well, playing, and that's really one of the only ways I know where you can get A Day Like This on vinyl. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Okay, into the top 4. Now, I'm dyslexic. I have no idea how you say it, Milo-phone or something like that, but it's a great album. And Gatefold here, and we have got Paradise. There's lots of, this is a very good album. A lot of people just know it for this one track. It's a great listen all the way through, and yeah, that's all we have to say about this one. Okay, onwards on to the top 3. Right, at number 3 is our first album, Parachutes. What can we say about this album, mate? What a way to come to public consciousness. What fantastic tracks on this album, eh? We've got Yellow, Sparks, Trouble, High Speed, Don't Panic, Shiver. What more can you say about this album? It's fantastic from start to end. Really of its time, the late 90s, early 2000s, and what a way, really. You know, I don't think there's many bands that have had a fantastic debut album. And again, this was I bought this at Flashback, but again, this is a 2025 reissue. I've only just recently got a record player. I've got the Audio Technica LP60 Bluetooth. I have posted a video on this before, so just check that out on my channel. I am now using a JVC, which is now Curry's owned hi-fi as well. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and we'll talk about which one will be at number 2. Anyway, at number 2, we've got X and Y. And why not, eh? I think this is a brilliant album. I got this. Now, this is by regret. I think I overpaid for this. I paid nearly £60, but it is a fantastic sounding vinyl album. Again, you get a nice. You don't get any booklet with this, but you do get everything. As if you have the CD. I would say this album does sound fantastically well. Possibly not audiophile, but it does incredible. And this was really the first time to myself where Coldplay became prominent. Remember seeing them on the Brit Awards with one of the tracks on here, and not really any bad tracks on this album. So X and Y. So I think by now you would have worked out what number 1 is, but for sake, I'm going to tell you in a minute. So please don't get upset with my list. This is my personal list, so no need to start commenting in below. I would put different albums at different places, but Rush of Blood to the head. Another great album. I think there was a second album to the follow-up, and I thought this was a fantastic album. In My Place, The Scientist, which is in the background, Clocks, Rush of Blood to the Head, Amsterdam. I think that every track on this album sounds as good as to when it was released. And again, this is another one that I bought probably from HMV this time, but it is another modern repress. I do actually have the original CDs, and the modern represses sound just as good as the CDs, and that's really about it. So that was my top 10 Coldplay albums. Look forward to talking to you about another fantastic band very soon, and thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and be kind in the comments. Thank you very much. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. I'm only a small channel, got no people subscribe at the moment, so pass this around, and you never know, I may do another band in the future. Any suggestions which bands I should do next, please leave them in the comments. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.